Hello, in this video we're going to look at the feet to inches programming problem from your textbook, and we'll write a solution to the problem. The problem tells us that 1 foot equals 12 inches. Write a function named feet to inches that accepts a number of feet as an argument and returns the number of inches in that many feet. So that's one part of the programming problem. We're going to write this feet to inches function. Then we're going to use the function in a program that prompts the user to enter a number of feet and then displays the number of inches in that many feet. So let's think about this feet to inches function. That's really the main part of the programming problem. So the feet to inches function is going to accept a number of feet as an argument, and then it's going to return that value converted to inches. In order to do that, all we have to do is multiply the number of feet times 12. So let's go ahead and write out what the Python code for this function is going to look like. We know the name is going to be feet to inches, and we know it's going to accept a number of feet as an argument, so I'm going to give it a parameter variable named feet. Now, in this function, the feet parameter will be assigned some value, which is a number of feet, and all we have to do is return that value multiplied by 12. Okay, so we can just simply write a return statement here that says return feet times 12, and that's pretty much the function. That's it. So we're going to test this in the Python shell, and then if this works okay, then we'll go ahead and start writing our program. We'll just plug this function into the program and then write all of the other code that we need to get a value from the user and so forth. So let's switch over to the Python shell and let's try this function out just to see if it works. Okay, so here at the prompt, I'll just type in the function definition exactly as we looked at it before, feet to inches, and we have a parameter named feet, and in the function we're simply going to return feet times 12. So now I've defined the function. It's actually sitting here in memory in this instance of the Python shell. So now I can test the function by calling it. In a program, we would probably have a statement something like this. We would say something like inches equal feet to inches, and then we would pass some value as an argument. So let's pass the value 1 as an argument to see if we get the right value. We know that 1 foot is 12 inches, so after executing that statement, the inches variable should be set to 12. So let's just look at the value of the inches variable, and in fact it is equal to 12, so that works. We can play with the function in other ways here in the shell. For example, we could call the print function. We could say something like 10 feet is, and then call the feet to inches function, passing 10 as an argument. We'll finish our message here. So when we press the enter key, we should see a message telling us that 10 feet is 120 inches. And in fact, that's what we get. So it looks like our algorithm is correct. Okay, so we've tested it out here in the interactive shell. Let's switch over to the editor, and let's actually write the source code for the programming problem. Okay, well, we'll start with the definition for the feet to inches function, and I'll actually start that out with a comment that explains what it does. The feet to inches function converts feet to inches, and then here is the definition of the function. Feet to inches, and then we have this parameter feet, and we simply return feet times 12. Now After typing this, it occurs to me that we really should not use this numeric literal 12 here. It's always a good programming practice when you have numbers hard-coded into your program such as this. It's always a good practice to create constants that represent those numbers and then use the constants here in your formulas because it makes the code much easier to read. So let's, instead of saying 12, let's say inches per foot, okay? And you can see that that is much more understandable when we read that. So we also need to go up here to the top of the program and actually create that constant, inches per foot, and it always helps to double check to make sure that we've spelled everything consistently. Inches per foot equal 12, and I'll put a comment there explaining what that is. Constant for the number of inches per foot. Okay, so there's our constant and our feet to inches function. So now let's go right into this area and create a main function. This will contain the main logic of the program. Let's put a comment here, and we're going to have our function header. So the first thing that we're going to do is get a number of feet from the user. So we're going to have a variable named feet equal, and we'll just say this is going to be an integer. Enter a number of feet. Okay, and then the next thing that we're going to do is convert that to inches. So I'm going to have a print, a call to the print function, and I'm going to, this is how the message is going to read. I'm going to display the number of feet that they just entered. Okay, that's part of the message. We'll say that many feet equals, and then here we're going to call the feet to inches function, passing feet as an argument. Okay, so that many feet equals that many inches, and there's the message. Okay. So the only thing that we lack is a statement that actually starts the program executing, called the main function. Okay, I think we have it. So let's save this, and now let's run the program. Enter a number of feet. Okay, well, we know that 1 foot is 12 inches, so in fact this tells us that 1 foot is 12 inches. Let's try it one more time. Enter a number of feet, 100 feet, and 100 feet equals 1200 inches.